Often when I'm out in public, a child will stare at me. And if the child is particularly brave, they'll approach me and ask, "Are you a pirate?" To which I then need to respond once again, "Yes." I mean, let's be honest, I've got 2 hooks, prosthetic legs and a penchant for hard liquor. All I need is an eye patch and a parrot and I'm basically there. But I like being a pirate. I find many advantages to having a disability. And I'm not just talking about the money I save on gloves or the fantastically legitimate excuse for never having to master chopsticks. I'm talking about real advantages I feel I've gained having gone through physical adversity. Now, when I was 19, I contracted a disease that resulted in the loss of both my arms at the elbows, both my legs below the knee, and left enough scars on my face to elicit jealousy in Freddy Krueger. Now, I may never be able to communicate in sign language, but my increased resilience and general ability to problem solve has been heightened by being forced to think laterally to overcome problems that most people aren't faced with. One of the first lessons that I learned immediately followed the painful and arduous task of learning how to walk again, but it went on to pay dividends for the rest of my life. It happened when I attempted to step up a curb. Now, as rudimentary as this action sounds to most of you, stepping up a curb is somewhat of a challenge for those of us without ankle movement. So I tried stepping up the curb the way I'd always known how, front on, for days on end, with no success, until it became obvious that the time and effort I was investing into this endeavour was clearly disproportionate to the benefit of its outcome. So I decided to inspect the problem from a different angle. If I couldn't use an ankle joint to achieve the range of motion that I required to mount the curb, I would have to use a different joint, like my hip. So I turned my body perpendicular to the curb and placed my foot up sideways, and I was able to step up immediately. Within 5 minutes, no staircase was safe from my advances. That very day, I climbed a staircase of 3 flights, which I was quite impressed with as well, except I realized I didn't know how to get back down again. That was a long weekend.